Alrighty, I hope we can hear everything real well. We're having a little bit of technical difficulties, but we are going live here at the Race to the States Gr2 tournament being held by PSRT, and we are just now getting our qualifying underway. We're going to check in and see what's going on down here. We've got a pretty full field tonight. You can see over here on the left, you've got your driver standings as well as your team standings. We have Demonic, also Sephiroth, also Aerith. You never know he's going to be. Right down here. And we're going to check in on him. He is our leader right now. So we're going to see what he's got going on. Like some of these guys are out here just getting their tires warmed up and getting ready to try and put in some good times and get a good spot for round 9 of the PSRT Gr2 tournament. Take a look and see what everybody's got going on here. We've got Expense, got Sephiroth, Vanity for Teal Team 6. He's somebody to keep your eye on tonight. Been doing really well in his last few appearances. Oh, somebody's getting a little loose there. Tearing up some brake markers and whatnot. That'll be alright. Apex also representing Teal Team 6. And Vanity kind of sticking together there for a second. Let's see how that works out. Maybe they got a strategy going on for the qualifying. We don't know. We'll see. And got Expense going in for some fresh tires. And we ought to see a hot lap coming on here. Let's see what we got going on. Ooh, got a little bit loose there. This is not going to be the time he's looking for on this lap. Still got Sephiroth up in first with his time right now. See how he turns out with that. This is our first full broadcast video with PSRT, so I hope that it is an enjoyable experience for all of our race fans tonight. We are working out some difficulties, some issues with audio, and some video streaming issues as well. Hopefully in the future we'll start to get all that smoothed out. But if you are having any problems hearing the commentary or viewing the video, please leave us a comment down below so that we can know how we can better produce these races and you can enjoy these races. I am also very new at commentating and broadcasting in general, so if at any point I leave a gap and am not talking or not covering the action the way that you think it should be covered, then also leave a comment down below so that we can do a little bit better in the future. We'll get back to the action here. We've got some tangles going on. Got Slug, Expense, and Sephiroth all kind of fighting for a position and line on the track here, which is not a good way to be when you're trying to... Oh, that was not good. Okay. Looks like everything's working out there. All right. As I was saying, when you're bound up like that in a qualifying situation, you're definitely not going to be able to set the laps that you want to be setting, which is not a good position to be in. It's usually like right here where Slug is. He's got a little bit of draft that he can pull up on, but at the same time, he's not tangled up with anybody. There's nobody in the rear view he's got to worry about, braking for, and he's far enough behind Expense here that he can really get his time laid down. So that's a good position to be in. We're going to check in on Ty Guy here. He is doing some donuts. Something of that description, I'm not sure. Looks like he had a little bit of an incident, maybe not the lap he was going for. He is in 5th. Right now we've got Apex taking the pole position with Sephiroth in 2nd. Got 45 seconds back on the clock, so I'm not sure who else is going to set it. Oh, CJ comes through with the 2nd place qualifier right there. Sephiroth in 3rd. And Vanity comes up with his fast lap. I think we all kind of knew that was coming. He's a very fast driver and has been doing this a lot lately. So let's keep an eye on him. And Apex, Teal Team 6 in the pole and 2nd position. CJ picks up the 3rd position, and Sephiroth, our point leader, moves down into 4th with Dimebag coming up 5th. Ty Guy 6th. 7th is Slug Slime. 8th is Magoo. And let's see here. LS1 is 9th. And there is your lineup, ladies and gentlemen. Right there on the start. Looks like we're going to have a good race here tonight. We got some fast drivers. 1 minute is your pole position. I'm going to roll it down from there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, they are away. And that looks like a pretty good start for everybody. Slug had a little bit of lag there when he was taking off, or maybe he was a little slow on the gas pedal. I'm not sure. We're gonna, looks like, see us a nice little formation lap here, and then we will get it started for round 9 of the PSRT Race to the States Gr2 tournament. You'll notice these liveries are all very nicely done. We've got some talented drivers on the team as well as some talented artists. So you'll see the Teal Team 6 car here. Team leading the pack. They're looking to do really good tonight. You also got the Purple Team, sponsored by Crown Royal. And that's going to be Polo and Sephiroth. We've got Orange Team, which is going to be Slug Slime and LS. They're bunched up right there, looking ready to do some damage. Got the Harley logo on the side. Yellow Team is also on the track. That's going to be Marvel and Ty Guy. There you go. Green Team is going to be Magoo tonight. And then we've got Dimebag on the white team. And it looks like we are about to get going, ladies and gentlemen. Right here in just a few seconds, we're coming down the straightaway. And we're going to light it up for round 9. I hope you are enjoying this. I hope you're tuned in. And if there are any issues, please let us know. I'm going to quiet down for a second so we can keep an eye on some of this action as we get started, crossing the finish line. And there goes Vanity with the floor down, and we're going to see some action. That Apex coming into the first turn, taking the inside. Vanity was given plenty of room, but he pushed out really wide, and that's going to let Sephiroth come down the middle. And he takes the inside coming into this group of turns. It looks like, oh, Lord, we've got a spin right to start with. That's going to be that Apex. That looks like that was Apex. Let's take a look at that. Again, looks like we had a little bit of difficulty with our replay there, and that's going to be all right. Anyway, what we got here is Apex has definitely had a bad spin, and it's put him about 2.2 seconds back down the grid in 12th place. But I'm going to tell you what, folks, Apex is a very fast driver, so there's no reason to expect that he is out of this race. We're going to jump back up into the action up front. Looks like we got a little bit of something going on with Vanity and Sephiroth. CJ's coming up behind for Red Team. and he has got a little bit of a gap that he's closing in on second position. A little bit of gap after that with LS1 coming up behind first, second, and third, and Dimebag's in right behind him. So we're going to see what they got going on. It's a beautiful view right there, ladies and gentlemen, with PSRT keeping this group really tight. Dimebag's definitely trying to make a move on LS, and he's got Polo coming up right behind him. He is right on LS's bumper, not trying to make a pass, just trying to keep that slipstream, make sure he can keep the pedal down, not having to worry about saving fuel. And I don't think saving fuel is going to be a really big issue with this particular race on this track. I think tires are going to be more of an issue, but we will see how that plays out. Dimebag's going to take that fourth position there from LS, and LS, gets a little wide, and he's got Polo coming in right along with him. Let's see how that plays out. Polo's definitely pushing him. Let's see here. Oh, what was that? Slug got a little bit loose, but he's got it back together, it looks like. No worries there. Looks like Polo's definitely taking that position, and Expense is coming up right behind him as well. And a little bit loose there when he came around the turn. I'm not sure what happened with LS and Expense. A little bit of tap, but that's going to be expected in racing like this. And we're starting to see some gaps forming. We got our big three players up front, a little bit of group in the middle, and I think we just saw Apex take a position back from Marvel. I'm not sure what happened there with Marvel. We must have missed something, but he definitely fell back down the grid. Again, not something to worry about because we've been dealing with a very fast driver there as well. He could easily catch back up and do something in this race. Check back in with our leaders here. We've got Vanity, and Sephiroth is really pushing up on his tail. Trying to make a pass here. He's got the inside line, and he is going to get it. Look at Sephiroth. That is a fast dude right there. Even got Vanity a little bit wide. He put the pressure on him. Don't think he's going to give up that position to CJ just yet. CJ's rubbing that bumper, though. He's getting some action. Diamondback coming up there in fourth, coming up behind this pack. He could very well catch these guys as well, especially with this battling going on. That's going to cause you to lose time. And even though you're really putting it down and giving it everything you got, you can lose sight, and that guy behind you can sneak right up and take it from you. So you got to be real careful when you're battling it out like this. And then you're also letting Sephiroth get away and make that gap larger. And I'll tell you what, that's a dangerous gap to let happen because Sephiroth is not somebody that is easy to catch back up with. I'm going to get down there on Vanity's bumper cam and see what we've got going on. Ooh, getting a little tappy there with CJ, trying to get that position. He wants it bad because he knows, just like I said, that Sephiroth will get away and he will absolutely leave the pack behind if you give him a chance. And that's exactly what he's trying to do right now. We're going to see what that gap looks like from Sephiroth's point of view. So this is what Sephiroth's seeing in his rear view. He's definitely seeing these guys do that dance behind him, and he knows that that is his opportunity. Definitely watching this pack spread out now. We've got a little bit of a battle there for second and third, and that gap's starting to get a little big as well. We do have, let's see, in 7th, 8th, 9th, somewhere down here, got a little bit of a battle going on. That's not us. We're going to check in. Wouldn't say a battle, but we've got some groups still sticking together. This is our Magoo Cam, green team. Watching Ty Guy up there, got about a 1.7 second gap and a 0.3 second gap behind. So that's what we're really looking for. Slug Slime is right on his tail. He's won that position back where he got a little bit loose earlier and lost the position. A little bit of late break there. And then we've got Expense coming up behind as well. Now this is again another situation where you're going to see if this orange and green car continue to battle, then you may have an opportunity for Expense to pull on up and close the gap that he's got. He's really on that bumper though, so he's won this position and he's got the draft. He can easily do it right here in the straightaway. It's a matter of getting on the inside for this turn. If he can nose up under him just a little bit, but you don't want to break too late going in here because you will slide really wide out. That was pretty nicely done. Magoo definitely held it down and pulled that gap away. Oh, well, that didn't look good. Let's take a look at that again. Not sure what happened here. He really wanted to take that. He dives in and he clips the wall. He's got a little bit loose and then rubbed it over there. And that's going to be what happens sometimes when you do that. Get a little bit of a what we got here. Let's get back to it. Kind of lag, hang up there issue with the broadcasting. That's all right. We get through it. All right, we're back in here with Dimebag. He's got a pretty big buffer in front and back, so he's just kind of running his own race now, trying to put down those clean laps. He's not dealing with the advantage of a slipstream, so he could be burning up a little bit more gas than he wants to be in this situation, and we'll see how that affects his strategy going in. We are into lap 9 of 24 now. Check in with our leaders. We got this group back together again. I tell you what, these guys are really fast, and Sephiroth is somehow about to slip back into third, possibly. I'm not sure. He does have the inside going in right here, so might not be such an issue. He manages to hold on to the second, but I'll tell you what, Vanity is really fast, and he's pushing on him as hard as he can go. So you've got the first place and second place is a Lexus. I believe Vanity is working in the GTR this evening and for this series. So a little bit of a difference in the way that's going to play out. As far as speed, these Lexuses tend to be a little bit faster, but that really could come down to drivers. I'm not sure. Now, CJ's working on trying to get a full second between him and Sephiroth. I'm not sure if that's going to happen. We should be looking at some tire changes coming in soon. Again, we're almost halfway through this race. We're looking at, I believe, mediums and softs are required for this race. So we will see no pit stop for CJ this time around. I'm not sure if he's wearing his tires or if he's just not ready to give Sephiroth that spot. Not sure if he's going to pit with him, so he's going to stay out. Sephiroth's going to stay out. Vanity's still out. Vanity is definitely falling back. And it's getting a little bit there in that small straight. I'm getting these curvy spots. I think he's losing a little ground. Yeah, there he goes, losing a little bit of ground right there to Sephiroth. And that's probably going to make him want to take a pit stop very soon. Vanity's a very fast driver, very smart driver as well, so we will see what he decides in about 3-4 more turns. We may see all three of our leaders going in at this point. CJ's still running great laps though, so I don't know. He may have started on the mediums and had a little bit more bite, whereas Vanity may be on the softs. There goes Sephiroth and Vanity going in. CJ's going to stay out. Got Dimebag going in back there. We got LS1 coming in fifth. He's going to opt out of the pit. Well, look, this gap that CJ, has right now is a lot. This is a short track, so this gap's going to be hard to make up. Depending on how long he waits before he does actually pit, we could have something going on there. You see it. Polo is really, really catching up on LS1 right here. I'm wondering if maybe LS1... Oh no, that is not good at all. I'm going to take one more look at that. Get an in-car cam or hood cam, see how that looked from Polo's perspective. He was trying to get on him, and he just lost it. He just spun it. He's back on track now, and that's good. did lose a couple positions, or a position. He's got Magoo in front of him now. Goo looks like he might be sliding a little bit loose in these turns as well, so we could see some more pit stop action going on right here. Magoo is not going to pit. Polo is not going to pit. Go back here with Tie Guy. Also no pit. Now what we've got going on now is a really spread out pack, so we're going to see a lot of faster laps where you're not having these battles and interferences from different drivers. As I say this, Tie Guy is catching up with Polo and Magoo. We may see a little bit of battle action here. We also got several things going on up this way. A little bit of action. Sephiroth in 4th place with Dimebag somehow got up ahead of him through the pit. Maybe thinking Sephiroth took on a little bit of fuel. CJ's finally taking his pit stop now. So we're going to see how that works out for him. Really fell back on Vanity. Dimebag behind him and Sephiroth behind him. CJ's not doing bad though still. He's on his outlap now and steadily catching Vanity as we speak. So this is actually looking good for him. Thinking that he's got a pretty good strategy figured out. We do have a little bit of battle action going on here. A little bit of tightness to that bit of a pack as Dimebag and Sephiroth are trying to make headway up back into the front of the pack. Sephiroth's our point leader for this Gr2 tournament and has a very comfy buffer, if I do say so, along with Polo, who's running in 6th place after a mistake or two. He's gotten past Magoo again, and this purple team is going to be hard to stop. It would take some pretty big mistakes, Polo going into the pit, Magoo following him. Take some pretty big mistakes at this point, and some pretty big wins for the other teams to be able to do anything with the purple team in this tournament. There's only this round and one round left after this, and it's just, it would take a lot. It would take a whole lot. We'll check in real quick with our leaderboard and see what that is about. Go right here. We got our team leaderboard. On the left-hand side, you've got Demonic and Tie Guy in 1st and 2nd place with a Gasman who is actually backed out of the tournament at this point, is no longer racing due to some issues. But he is still holding the 3rd place spot, and that is going to contribute to green team, which you'll see over on the left-hand side. We've got purple with green in 2nd and yellow in 3rd. Blue coming up in 4th place. White, black, red, orange, teal, and pink under them. And then you see, I'm not going to read them off to you, but on the left, all the other drivers that we have in the runnings. But it doesn't take a mathematician to pick up real quick that that's a long way to catch up to purple team with Polo and Demonic. Demonic and Sephiroth, as I mentioned earlier, are the same person, so don't let that confuse you. I do apologize. We'll get back to our main broadcast here and see what's going on. We got Dimebag. Got a little bit of somebody creeping up on his tail. LS. And that is about the closest gap you've got in this race right now is 2.5 to 3 seconds. Everyone else is really spread out, which you don't see a lot of action as far as battles for position, but you do see some action as far as some really fast laps, some really clean driving. We do have Vanity, who is catching up to Marvel, it looks like. Marvel's going to have to get the blue flag on that one and let Vanity by. I'm not sure what kind of issues he's had tonight. Maybe made a few mistakes, maybe had a little bit of a loose car, but he's not keeping a super fast pace at this point. Looks like he's looking for a spot now where he can kind of give way to Vanity in a safe manner, and there goes Vanity right there. So I'm gonna check in with Marvel and get a hood view and see what he's got going on. He's also got CJ creeping up behind him really quick. Excuse me. I imagine we should be seeing Marvel get about ready for a pit stop at this point. He's getting another blue flag from the marshals to let CJ. Oh no, CJ has just had an issue. Looks like he's gotten it back together. Okay, he has a pretty healthy gap, but before Sephiroth is going to pull up on him. But that little bit of a slip did not help, I promise. Still looking real good for Team Red. 4.2 seconds. Said we might see Marvel go in for a pit stop here. Not running a super fast lap. But then again, nope, we're going to skip the pit. He may have already pitted and I missed that. But then had some issues. Maybe he slid, roughed his tires up a little bit. And that will happen. Getting a blue flag again from CJ. Now that CJ's catching back up. And we're going to see him again. And this complex of turns is not a good spot for a blue flag. It makes it really hard to safely get out of the way and maintain your own line without causing problems for yourself or whoever's coming up behind you. And so what we're probably going to see is he's going to try and push it where he can and get out to this next straightaway so that he can kind of move aside and let CJ come on through. And there goes CJ as he's going to roll down the side and take the inside of this first turn. Well, that's going to pose a problem for Sephiroth because he's got to do the same thing that both Vanity and CJ have done as far as getting around this last place car of Marvel. And that's going to make it really hard to close the gap. And as you see already, Vanity is really taking away this lead. He's catching up on his own teammate now. We'll see how that plays out as far as that goes. And here's Apex now. We're going to get into his bumper and see what's really going on with Vanity catching up back there. Just watching Vanity close this gap is unreal. This guy is so fast, people. I mean, it's just indescribable. The lines that he's driving, he's right on those apexes. Every single time, just about. Just keeping it right inside those limits and pulling some insane times. I mean, we're talking, look at this fast lap here, 1 minute, 0.708 seconds. I mean, he's flying. He's really flying around this track. Steadily catching up on the teammate in the teal team. He's got Apex up ahead of him. That's not a good place to be getting lapped in general, but it's always a good time to be near a teammate on this track because you can definitely count on a teammate to be a little bit more cautious and careful around you than you can a competitor, and that's to be expected. So looks like we've got some action back here in the middle of the pack. Check in and see what we got going on. Mr. Magoo and Polo. Polo is closing this gap, just about to pull it under a second, and there he goes. Ooh, he gets a little bit loose. That's going to stretch it back out. And up ahead we have LS and Ty Guy also with less than a 1 second gap. We're starting to see some stuff go on here now. We do have lots of things going on the track right this second. We're 2 laps from the finish of this race. We're going to see how this turns out. Again, just want to take this opportunity while we're waiting for this last lap or two to finish up, watching this action on our pole position as he laps another car. Man, this guy's fast. Again, want to take this opportunity to ask you to just subscribe, click the bell, get some notifications whenever we put these videos out. It is going to hopefully become a regular thing. I really hope you liked our production tonight. Again, had some technical difficulties with microphone audio and a little bit of lagginess in my feed, but we went on and did it. The show must go on, and so we're going into our final lap here. I hope you have enjoyed our production. This has been Thirsty Mind with Penna Sim Racing Team. That's PSRT, and this was the Race to the States Gr2 tournament. What was that we just missed? I heard some squealing tires, but I couldn't jump on it fast enough. I don't know who it was, but they obviously got it back together now. And we've got Vanity coming along right now in first place with about a 6 second gap on CJ, who has got about a 6 second gap on Sephiroth, who has got a 12 second gap on Dimebag. It looks like this podium is going to be stocked out. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Vanity takes it in round 9 of the PSRT Race to the States Gr2 tournament with CJ coming in second. And it's going to be Sephiroth with an easy third. Look at that pretty Crown Royal purple car. And that's going to bring Dimebag in our 4th place position with an 8 second gap behind him. It's Ty Guy, who's got LS right on his bumper for 5th and 6th place. And that puts Magoo in 7th. And that went a little bit faster than I could read. Congratulations, Vanity. Again, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. This has been our race. We are not going to be doing post-race interviews or anything like that, but we do hope that you tune in the future. The stream is only going to get better. The quality is only going to get better. The racing is only going to get better. These guys only get faster. And I'll tell you what, PSRT is a great group of guys. I love driving with them, but I really love bringing these events to you. I hope you've had a good time. I hope you tuned in and stayed with us the whole time. And I hope my voice wasn't too annoying. I hope my shots weren't too spazzy. And all in all, just have a good night. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week.